It's everyone's favorite day.
Oh, for God's sake, Niall!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. If you are new, hi, I'm Jasmine, nice to meet you. Hey Angel is my One Direction channel where I post entertainment videos and update videos all related to One Direction, but I have my main vlogs and such on my main channel, Jasmine Zayn. It's always linked in the description if you want to go check that out. Be sure to do that. As I said, it is everyone's favorite day. It's time for the 1D rundown. But before I get into that, I do want to say real quick, oh my god, thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers. What? Literally, like last week, I hit 300, and then within the week, I got to 500 from 300, which is crazy. I just wanted a place to kind of dump all my One Direction fun, but it's actually become a channel where I can genuinely have an audience to talk to and update, and that's my favorite thing in the world. You guys are my favorite thing in the world, so I appreciate all the support. Thank you a million, I love you. So now that that's out of the way, it is time for the 1D rundown. If you're new and you don't know what that is, or if you haven't seen like the old ones, basically the rundown is where I go every month and tell you everything that happened in that month. So today's video will be everything that happened in September. I do want to say that September, so much happened in September. I think that this rundown is going to be the longest one that I've ever uploaded on this channel, because September was crazy. So I hope that you are all strapped in and ready to fly through this, because there's so much happening and I want to make sure that I hit everything without taking up too much of your time. Without further ado, here is everything that happened in September. So we're going to start the September rundown on September 2nd. On September 2nd, there was a company called Promise Flash that released an article claiming that Louie is dropping a song on October 3rd called We Made It. At this time, We Made It was unconfirmed. The October 3rd thing was unconfirmed, but Sony Music was cited as a source on the article, which made a lot of people think that it really must be true. And there ends up being some stuff later in the month that comes back up about the song We Made It, so we will revisit that. But for now, on October 2nd, But for now, on September 2nd, we just got the article and everyone started putting the pieces together like, oh, this must be his next single. On September 4th, the Face magazine released their cover, which had Harrie on the front. I feel like a lot of people had no idea that Harrie was going to be in the Face magazine, but he was featured in it and we got a lot of really cool pictures of him there. Also on September 4th, Louie released a challenge, which was actually really cool. Fans are able to sign up for Louie's newsletter. If you go on his site, then you can sign up to receive his newsletter in your emails. But basically you go in your email and there's a link, and if you click on it, it'll take you to YouTube and it'll give you a letter. Each letter spells out Kill My Mind. So you could get a K, an I, an L, an N, a D, one of the letters in Kill My Mind. Each letter contains like a snippet of the song. So then the fans had to put all the letters together to make the chorus of Kill My Mind, because this was before Kill My Mind came out. So all the fans took all the different letters we had, put them all together, and we ended up with the chorus of Kill My Mind early, which was really cool that we got to hear it before it came out. Also on September 4th, something kind of like, what? I don't know why this happened, but there was a One Direction song that got leaked. Now this song is a One Direction song that we've never heard before. Completely unreleased, nobody's ever heard it, came out of nowhere. I don't know how it got leaked, but it did. Not the whole song, it was just like Harrie's solo in the song. When it first leaked, a lot of people thought that it was a leaked song off of Harry Styles' second album, like HS2. So yeah, we figured out that it was an old One Direction song that never got released, and I'm not sure why it was just now leaked, but that happened on the 4th. On September 5th, the Face magazine drops the interview that they did with Harrie. Like I mentioned before, we found out he was on the cover, but on the 5th his interview was dropped. And in the interview there was actually a part where Stevie Nicks talked about listening to Harrie's album and saying it was really good, which made a lot of people believe that his album is finished, and Stevie Nicks said Harrie's album was good. In the magazine interview, he also talked about a lot of really important stuff like his sexuality, music that's coming, all that stuff. So like I said, if you want to check it out, I'll have everything you need linked below. You can go read it, or you can go buy the magazine. I've heard it's expensive, but if you want to give your coin to Harry Styles, I fully understand. Me too. On September 5th, we got the song Kill My Mind. Louie dropped it on the 5th around 10 a.m. my time. I have a reaction video to Kill My Mind if you haven't seen it. If you want to see my reaction, it's on my channel. Go check it out after you finish this video. If you haven't heard Kill My Mind, what are you doing? Go stream it. It's so good. It's been a month now. Like, it's a great song. He did really good. I'm so proud of him. I think he definitely found the sound that works for him. On September 25th, oh my god. September 5th, we find out that Niall held a private album listening party in London for like his personal friends and family, which means that his second album is done and it's on the way. That's exciting. I don't think Niall himself posted about it, but there was other like people who were there posting about it on Instagram and stuff, so that's how we found out that he held the album listening party. Also on September 5th, we get an interview that Louie did with BBC Radio 1. He went on to promote Kill My Mind because it had just come out that day. He answered some questions about the lyrics and about his new sound and about his musical influences. Really good interview. Around this time is like promo time because Kill My Mind had just released, so of course Louie was doing tons of promo. So there's a lot of different interviews that he appeared in that you guys can go watch, but the BBC one was really good, and I love hearing Louie talk about his musical influences. Also on September 5th, Louie did another interview where we only got audio. I don't think there was a video version of it. I might be wrong, but as far as I know, we only got audio of it. And in this interview, he talked about Harrie's haircut. Like, he straight up was talking about how him and Harrie have the same haircut, and it made a lot of people freak out because Louie never talks about Harrie. Like, it's almost like Harrie was blacklisted from interview questions for years. Louie never said anything about him until Harrie was in Dunkirk. But now, for the first time in like years, all of a sudden, Louie's like, yeah, Harrie's hair, it's cute. I'll text him about it. So a lot of people were really freaking out about that. Me included. I am a lot of people. On September 6th, Niall teased a new song, assumably from his new album, on his Instagram story. I know that there's no audio in this clip, and that's only because that's how Niall posted it. He posted it on his Instagram without the audio in it, so we couldn't hear his new music. That was the point. On September 7th, Louie does another interview to like promote Kill My Mind and stuff, but this interview was important because he confirmed that the album is finished and that tour dates will come when the album comes out. That was really big news for a lot of people because a lot of people, me included, have been waiting for this album since he first came out with Just Hold On years ago. So the fact that he's confirming now that it's done, that's a big deal. And he confirmed that when the album comes out, tour dates will be out with the album. So on September 8th, we find out that Louie did an interview with Forbes magazine. In the interview, once again, he was kind of talking about his music influences and the sound of his new like songs and his new album and stuff, but he also mentioned Taylor Swift in the interview. He was talking about how he really admires how she interacts with her fans and like does secret sessions and stuff, and the interviewer didn't even mention Taylor. Like, Louie just brought up Taylor Swift on his own, which made a lot of people really happy, including me. I love Taylor Swift. I love Louis Tomlinson. Stream lover, stream Kill My Mind. Period. On September 9th, a lot of people started freaking out, speculating that Halsey and Niall were gonna do a collab because Halsey changed her bio on Twitter to, "Hi, my name is Ashley, it's nice to meet you." And Niall's bio changed to, "Nice to meet ya," because that's his new single. I mean, spoiler alert, but that's his new single. So a lot of people thought that Halsey changed her bio to that because she's gonna be featured in Nice to Meet Ya. But Halsey's bio had nothing to do with Niall's song. She just released her own album, so that's what that was for. But it was a rumor that was floating around on the 9th and everyone was freaking out, but it's not true. It got debunked. Also on September 9th, something kind of bizarre happened. Harrie replied to a fan. Harrie doesn't reply to fans. Let me just start by saying that. That's just not something that happens anymore. That used to happen back in like, what, 2013? But it's 2019 and he did it. Like, he replied to a fan saying, "Hey," with 13 Ys. Fan tweeted like one of those, you know, one of those tweets where it's like, "No offense, but Harry Styles tweeting me would actually suck." That kind of thing. And Harrie replied to it and said, "Hey." What? Like, what? What? Like, to this day, I still cannot like, that happened almost a month ago and I'm still sitting here like. On September 11th, Liam announces a new single called Stack It Up featuring A Boogie with the Hoodie, which I feel like a lot of people were really not expecting because he hadn't like teased any kind of new music or anything. Then he announced Stack It Up and everyone was so excited, including me. I was so excited to hear new music from him, especially featuring Boogie because he's a great rapper. So September 12th, the cover of Glass Man magazine releases with Niall on the cover. Oh my god, so many people getting on the cover. Like, Harrie was on The Face and Louie was on Forbes and now Niall is on Glass Man. Also on September 12th, Zayn was seen meeting fans which is also like such a surprise. I feel like in September, so many things happened that were just shocking, like Harrie replying to a fan and Louie talking about Harrie in an interview. Zayn comes out of hiding and meets fans. Like, there's a bunch of pictures of Zayn meeting fans, and those fans who met him later went on Twitter and claimed that he was really, really happy, really excited to be around them, talking to them, smiling a lot. So he seemed really good, and that's amazing. I love that for him. I never get to talk about Zayn in the rundown, ever. Nothing ever happens for me to say about him, so I'm happy that he was meeting fans. On September 13th, it was Niall's birthday. Also on September 13th, though, Liam did his performance at the Coke Festival in Madrid. During Liam's performance, he sang a bunch of his own songs. He sang Little Things, so he was like doing One Direction songs. He also mentioned at one point during the show that Louie was there, which made a lot of people freak out because people didn't think that Louie was going to be there early because Louie was scheduled to perform the day after Liam. But it was confirmed by Liam himself that Louie was in the audience, like watching him perform, and they all decided to sing happy birthday to Niall. On September 14th, a bunch of videos got leaked of, well, not really leaked, but just posted, of Louie doing his sound check at the Coke Festival in Madrid. So there was like fans who were like kind of waiting outside the venue, and usually if you do that during a sound check, you can hear the artist sound checking, especially because the Coke Festival was outside with big speakers. Like, of course you're going to hear him sound checking. There's no way to like cover up the sound. So a bunch of people were recording videos of him singing, which there was a bunch of new songs that Louie was performing at the Coke Festival that we've never seen before, never heard before. So fans were recording those songs. Too Young and Defenseless, I think, were the two that got recorded during his sound check and posted all over the internet. So a lot of fans were trying to listen as best as they could and kind of write down the lyrics and try to figure out what he was saying. Which brings me to my next update. Louie's performance at the Coke Festival in Madrid. Yeah, he performed at the Coke Festival the day after Liam did. It was on a Saturday. He performed a bunch of songs. I think he performed 10. He performed his own like rock version of Steal My Girl. He performed a cover of Mr. Brightside. He performed Little Black Dress. He performed Kill My Mind, Two of Us, Defenseless, Too Young, Don't Let It Break, Habit. What else did he sing? Oh, and Just Hold On. If you want to know all about his performance at the Coke Festival, I made a whole video about it where I had a huge breakdown. I'm sure the majority of you have seen that because it was... When he did his performance at the Coke Festival, I was watching a live stream of it. I was literally sitting in my bed, eating hot Cheetos, watching Louie sing, and having a meltdown along with all my friends over his new songs. And then a few hours after it was over, I filmed a video about it. So if you haven't seen it and you want to know more about the new lyrics and all that stuff, go check out that video. Oh wait, before I move on, one more note about the Madrid performance that I didn't mention in my other video. I completely didn't even know about it. But when Louie was performing at the Coke Festival, there was a fan like almost right in front of the stage. Like, I think she really had like barricade. And she was waving like this huge pride flag in the air. And Louie looked over at it, made eye contact like with the girl in the flag, and he smiled real big and like made it a point to reach out and clap at it. A lot of people were really happy about this moment, including me, because it's really important for people like Louie to show their support for the LGBTQ+ community. And Louie just blatantly did that. And it's not something that he does that often, and there are a lot of people out there who like to make the argument that he's homophobic, which that's a whole other video. I could really get into that really deeply, but so him doing that was really important for a lot of his fans. I'm definitely not gonna make that about Larrie. I hope nobody makes it about Larrie because it wasn't. It was about his support for the LGBT community. Happy Pride. On September 16th, Harrie began following a man named Ian Carmel, not sure how to pronounce his last name, but Harrie began following him on Instagram, and fans found out that the Ian guy that Harrie followed is a writer for The Late Late Show, which is James Corden's show, if you didn't know. So a lot of people were having meltdowns, freaking out, going crazy, thinking that Harrie was going to appear sometime very soon on Late Late, or at least maybe he went and filmed something that we would see later. So far, I haven't heard any updates about Harrie going on Late Late. Don't know, but he followed Ian. On September 17th, there was a behind-the-scenes photo leaked of Louie on BuzzFeed UK. So a lot of people thought that he was going to do a burning questions, first times, or thirst tweets video because that's what the background looked like. At this point, we didn't know like what video he was filming because the video didn't come out until a few like weeks or days later. But I can confirm that he didn't read thirst tweets though, because my very first video on Hey Angel was me reading One Direction's thirst tweets, and none of them have done it yet. On September 17th, Louie goes on YouTube in the community section and starts answering questions underneath the Kill My Mind music video. This was very random, let me tell you. All of a sudden, his team posted like, head over to Louie's YouTube video for Kill My Mind. He's gonna be answering questions there at this time. And we were all like, huh? We thought maybe he was gonna live stream questions or something, but it turns out that he was literally just on his laptop typing out answers to people who were asking him questions. I'm pretty sure that it was just a promo tactic, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think that his team just did that to get the views on the Kill My Mind video up, which makes sense. Good strategy. But yeah, Louie did answer a lot of really fun questions about like his favorite foods and silly stuff like that, but he also answered serious questions about his music and stuff. He confirmed that the end of the Kill My Mind music video is a snippet of his next single, which a lot of people really thought sounded like Habit. On September 18th, Liam's song Stack It Up featuring a Boogie with the Hoodie releases, and it's really good. I didn't film a reaction video to Stack It Up. I'm so sorry. I know, I'm the worst. It's not that I hate Liam, I promise. Also on the 18th, Liam appeared in one of those Heat World videos where he answers the internet. Basically, he has like a container and he takes fan tweets out of there and just like reads them. And that was really cute. If you haven't seen that, please watch it. It's so adorable. Also on September 18th, we got a phone interview that Louie did with iHeartRadio. One of their DJs like went on the phone with him and did a little interview, which this is one of the best interviews that I've ever heard or seen that had Louie in it. This interviewer was so chill, so relaxed, easy to talk to. She wasn't super invasive. This interview was actually really cute. There was a part where Louie was mentioning how when he feels upset or kind of down on himself, all he has to do is go on Twitter, read what the fans are saying, interact with the fans. He was just talking about how much he just genuinely loves his fans and like loves being with them. And he also, random, in this interview, the interviewer mentioned carrots. She straight up said, "Do you still like girls who eat carrots?" And he was like, ha ha ha, I suppose I do. It's 2019, why are we... On September 19th, Louie's interview with GQ released, and a lot of people were pissed off and not satisfied with the interview, claiming that it talks too much about his personal life and not enough about the music, which is what the interview was for. But the interview was very invasive and talked a lot about his personal life, like his son and girlfriends. The interview even mentioned Larrie, like they straight up asked him about Larrie, which he said something about being weary of it, kind of like tired that it keeps being brought up kind of thing. But then he kind of twisted the question and started talking about Euphoria instead of Larrie. So he didn't deny Larrie, he just kind of switched it up. So he was talking about how he didn't like the Euphoria scene. Another reason a lot of people hated the GQ interview is because it was done under the supervision of, how do you say it, Cinco? I don't know how to pronounce it, but you know, Simon's record label. It was done under the supervision of his team, like Simon Cowell. Literally right in the beginning of the interview, the interviewer talks about how he interviewed Louie in the Psycho headquarters, which made a lot of people really suspicious and kind of rubbed the wrong way, like, oh, this interview was controlled. Like I always say, please don't shoot the messenger. This is just what happened. I don't know what's true and what's not. I'm just telling you guys what happened. Also on September 19th, the Stack It Up music video dropped. I kind of mentioned earlier how I watched it. It's pretty cute, so if you haven't seen the Stack It Up music video, what are you doing? No time like the present. Go check it out. Also on September 19th, Harrie comes out of hiding. I feel like I barely talked about Harrie this whole rundown. But yeah, on the 19th, we got pictures of Harrie in LA, and he looked like an 80s baby. Also on the 19th, there's a guy named Jose Antonio, who, if you don't know, worked on the Kill My Mind music video with Louie. Like, he's credited with working on it because he did. On the 19th, he also credits himself as working on the We Made It music video. Now, if you don't know about We Made It, this is so hard to explain, but basically Louie was answering fan questions on Twitter, and someone asked him about like the title of a single, and he tweeted ... space ... space, and then the word it. So a lot of fans kind of tried to decode the stars and figure out what it was called and came up with the title, We Made It. Like, fans guessed that that's what it's called and rolled with it. Now all of a sudden, Jose Antonio, who worked on the Kill My Mind music video, credited himself with the We Made It music video. So a lot of people were freaking out, like, we guessed that this was a song title, and then now it really is a song title. So there must be a song called We Made It. On September 20th, this is kind of funny. On September 20th, there was a lot of fans going around saying that Liam and Harrie are not friends anymore because Liam mentioned in an interview some stupid little harmless comment about how not everyone in the band talks to each other anymore. So everyone automatically just assumed that it was Harrie and started going around like, ha ha ha, Harrie and Liam don't talk anymore, they're not friends, blah blah blah. So then on September 20th, Harrie literally liked Liam's tweet. It's just so funny that he decided to like Liam's tweet on the day that everyone was like, ha ha ha, Liam and Harrie don't talk. Harrie said, shut the fuck up, bitches, and liked his tweet. This next update is so exciting. I can barely contain myself. I wanted to talk to you guys about this for so long, but I decided to wait until the rundown to announce it. Basically, on September 20th, Louie announced, well, he didn't announce, but it was announced, that Louie is going to be performing at an event in San Jose, California called Poptopia. Now, Poptopia is one of those events kind of like Jingle Ball, Birthday Bash, where it's a concert hosted by a radio station and a bunch of different artists come and perform like 6 songs-ish. My stupid ass. When it was first announced, I was really excited, obviously, because we had so much fun when he went and performed in Madrid. I was really excited that Louie was going to be doing another event because I love it when he gets to go and perform and we get to like live stream it and stuff. But then I realized that this is the first event that he's doing in America. Usually he only performs in the UK. And one of my friends, like my internet friends, was like tweeting like, oh my god, I live in LA, this is only like an hour plane ride, I'm gonna go. And I was like, what if I went? Now keep in mind, y'all, I live in Chicago. That's literally across the country. And then I talked myself out of it. And I was like, nah, I cannot fly across the country to see Louie. I'm just now living on my own. So I was like, Mom, is this crazy? She was like, yeah, you're fucking crazy. Like, I mean, I get it, you wanna see Louie, but think about this. So I was like, But then I convinced myself I was gonna do it. And I made up my mind and I booked a plane ticket. Texted my friend, I was like, dude, I'm gonna go. And then we got a bunch of our other friends to go too. I'm gonna meet them. These are all my internet friends, by the way, like Twitter friends. I'm meeting them for the first time and we're staying in an Airbnb in San Jose and we're gonna go see Louie. I've seen Louie like in concert when he was in One Direction, but I've never seen Louie by himself. And Louie is my fave. Like, I am also a Larrie, I am also a Harrie, but I am a Louie above all. So the fact that I get to see him for the first time with my best friends, I am going to do some kind of like vlog video of my experience going to San Jose with my best friends and seeing him and meeting him and all that, but I'm not gonna post it here. I'm gonna post that vlog on my main channel, Jasmine Zayn. So if you wanna see my experience going to San Jose to see Louie, subscribe to my main channel and be on the lookout for that because it's not gonna be here. On September 23rd, Zayn tweeted the word trampoline in all caps. It makes sense now, but back then a lot of people were really confused because much like Harrie, Zayn never tweets. Like I told you, he's always hibernating. We don't really hear much from him anymore. So he just randomly came out of hiding and tweeted trampoline in all caps and everybody was like, oh, word? On September 24th, a new picture comes out on Louie's Instagram of him in a cigarette and a milkshake in like this cute jacket. In the background of the picture, you can see the number 10 on the wall. And a lot of people like did some digging and realized that on that day that he posted that, it would be 10 days until October 3rd, which is when We Made It is rumored to be coming out. So a lot of people thought that the 10 on the wall behind him was like a secret message or a secret code for 10 days until We Made It. On September 25th, Niall posted a picture with the caption, "It's time." And then also with the tweet, he posted a link to his website, which if you clicked on the link, you could sign up for his newsletter. And the website had a new like Niall Horan logo. On September 26th, there's a song called Trampoline by, I don't know how to pronounce the band name, it's like Shayed or Shut. That band released a song called Trampoline with Zayn. The song Trampoline was already a song before, but they just brought Zayn on to do like a remix of it, which it sounds really good. I added that song actually to like my playlist that I just listen to every day because it's amazing. Also on September 26th, Niall officially announces his song Nice to Meet Ya. A lot of people knew that Nice to Meet Ya was going to be coming out sometime because it was his bio and he tweeted about it before. So we knew for a while that Nice to Meet You would be coming out, we just didn't know when. So Niall confirmed that it's coming out on October 4th. On September 27th, Louie releases the behind the scenes video of Kill My Mind, like the process of making it. They interviewed some fans that were there, that kind of thing. It was kind of a short video, but it was still really good. Also on September 27th, really late at night, my time, I don't know why this happened, it was so random, but basically Up All Night got revamped on Apple Music and Spotify. They changed the album cover picture for Up All Night. So they changed the cover on Apple Music and Spotify and added 3 songs to the album. They added I Should Have Kissed You, Na Na Na, and Another World. Those songs were not on Apple Music or Spotify before, but now they are. It was literally out of nowhere. I have no idea why they decided to change the cover and add those songs to Spotify, but they did. September 28th was Larrie Day. Y'all know I had to put this update in here. I know it's technically not an update, but I'm putting it in here. Also on the 28th, Freddie Is My Queen uploaded a new video. On September 29th, another really odd thing happened on Harrie's part. Harrie followed a bunch of fans on Twitter, which earlier I talked about how Harrie does not have a social media presence, barely. He only posts really when it's like a holiday, or he's releasing a single, or thanking the fans for coming to his show. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't follow fans, he doesn't like tweets. So it was really weird that all of a sudden on the 29th, he followed a bunch of fans. And the even weirder thing, every single fan that he followed were Larry's. Not just 1 or 2. Every fan he followed is a Larrie account. Most of them with Louie icons. Some of them had Louie's smiley face in their display names. Like, the simulation is broken. We're not fixing it. It's broken for good, because what? So that, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary pals, was everything that happened in September. It was a crazy month. For what? I'm kind of scared for the next month. Like, what is happening? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, it means the world to me. I love keeping you updated on everything. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do so below. Leave me a comment. Check out my main channel, Zayn. All my other vlogs and videos go over there. You don't want to miss out on that. Also, be sure to follow me on social media at jszmarie, M-A-R-I-E, on Instagram and Twitter to keep up with what I'm doing. Sometimes I ask you guys for like your involvement in my videos, so don't miss out on that. And once again, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I cannot even say it enough. Like, I'm Hey Angel, but you're the real angels. Like, anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for that, and I will see you in my next video.
When you walk through the door, changes into something real.